Well, I finally got my coffee, and oh, mercy, it's been a crazy day. Um, I was supposed to have some things show up from Amazon, some tarot cards, 2 decks, and they didn't have my space number here. They said, well, we don't have your apartment number. I said, well, it's not an apartment. So anyway, they should be delivered tomorrow. I had to talk to UPS. So I'll have to sit here tomorrow and wait for things to be delivered. Anyway, I was looking online and I saw the place called The Bean. Okay. And I see that they have people playing there. Well, I opened it up and there was, it looks like every weekend they have pretty well-known people playing there. So there was this one playing, and I just opened it up, and they just played there recently, like this last weekend. And the name was Sage Gentlewing. And I opened it up and listened to this guy's playing blues, okay? Well, he's playing blues, but he's all over that keyboard and stuff, on his frets on his guitar. He's all over there. But he does play blues. I'm thinking, well, they do like blues here. So, if I can find somebody. I listened to some of his stuff on YouTube, okay? And, most of his stuff is just really out there. but there was one on there that's called OB Blues that he did. So you'll see the next video I'm going to put up is if I played the OB Blues with Gentle Wing. Now, I went over to The Bean and I just park, get ready to open my door, and here comes Sage Gentlewing. Yeah, I look at my door and I'm going, what? And he saw my thing up there that I play Native American flute, So anyway, I said, yeah, I'm kind of, I'd like to do a blues album. I see you do blues. He says, yes. And I said, I'd like to do a blues album. And anyway, long story short, he said he could do some, if I wanted to hire him for a studio musician, he could do that. Now, studio musicians are not cheap. They run hundreds of dollars per hour. Anyway, he said if I wanted to hire him as a studio musician to do an album, that could be possible. So, anyway, I'm going to talk to him. And so I did this real quick one just to send him a little something and say, this is kind of what I do, So we'll see if he likes it or not. Anyway, he's playing at a place, I think it's this evening. He's saying, should come and check out what he's doing and stuff. So anyway, I've got his contact number and all of that, and him and his wife, they're really sweet. We got a lot of stuff in common. We were talking for a few minutes, and a lot of things in common. He used to teach Kundalini yoga, and I said, I'm a Kundalini guru. And so anyway, it was just a lot of different things. He'd done Buddhist stuff, and, so that was interesting. But I'm going to send him this thing, see what you think of it. I'd like to get your feedback, and I'm going to send him a link to it and see what he thinks, So, yeah, I've just heard his song, a couple times and just jumped in, and we'll see, But anyway, like to get your feedback on it. I told him, yeah, I just want to do some 12-bar blues, nothing extraordinary, just, kind of low-key, just some rhythm, blues rhythm, backing, that's it. It's just something simple. Most of his stuff, if you look him up on there, it's not simple. Okay. Oh, boy. He's one of those that the more notes you get in there, the better. It's like, anyway, I can maybe get him toned down a little bit, but we'll see. Anyway, so I don't know, if I'll be able to afford his time or not, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes anyway. So I'm going to put a link up to the original one when I do my other video, and you can see him play. So it was, he originally recorded this at the Portland House concert. It was a Portland House concert recording. He plays all over the country, this guy. Yeah. So we'll see if I can, snag somebody that he let me know he's a professional musician. Okay, like I said, I've dealt with musicians. My father was a musician. I know this whole trip anyway. So, well, I'm not a professional musician. I'd like to be a professional musician, but at this point, I'm just, like I said, just getting started. This is. If I told him I've been playing a year, he'd be like, "And you want to do an album with me? Are you out of your mind?" So I didn't tell him that. I'll just send him the video and let the music speak for itself. It's either going to fly or it's not. Anyway, his wife was saying, I said, we should get together and just do a quick jam and see if we flow together or not, because, some people you gel with and some you don't. So I said, maybe we should get together and do a real quick one. His wife said, yeah, you should maybe invite her over the house and do a quick something, just to see before we set up for if I wanted to invest in that, Anyway, so I'm going to leave this here. And I did go to the grocery store today, got my supplies that I need, and so we're in for the night. Unless I go to that thing, I think it was tonight he's playing. I got to look it up, see if I can find it again. He's playing at night, though. It's going to be cold. I'm just like, brr. Playing outside at night. Anyway, so we'll see. He doesn't start playing till 7, It's kind of late, 7 to 11, and I really don't like to be driving in the dark and then coming in here and having to park at late, So we'll see if I'm going to go to that or not. So that's why I wanted to do the video, and hopefully that's enough that he sees I'm serious and, I'm not just trying to bust his chops. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in. Oh.